Hey boys and girls, so like I said yesterday, we're going to be talking about buildings, and look what I found. This book is called Towers. And what do you notice about it? Are these illustrations, like hand-drawn pictures of pretend buildings, or is this a picture of a real building? What do you think? If you said picture, you're right. This is a picture of a real building in a real city. So, this book is a non-fiction book. That means it's going to tell us real live facts. It's not going to be pretend. So if this was a pretend book, maybe the buildings would talk to us, because that's not real, that's fake. So this is a non-fiction book, and it's going to give us lots of facts. So Towers by Pamela Rushby. What is a tower? A tower is a tall structure. What are towers used for? In some places in the world, thousands of people live on very small islands. Towers help them make good use of small spaces. These skyscrapers take up only a small piece of land, but many people can live and work in them. So this is in New York City, and these are the Twin Towers they're no longer there. Hundreds of people live in apartments in these buildings in Hong Kong. Can you guys see that? Look at all those buildings.
Oh.
Those are really tall too. Some towers let people see a long way. Some towers need to be tall to carry electric wires or send broadcast signals in the air. So if we did not have these towers, we would not have any electricity, or maybe not even any TV. Lifeguards sit on the towers to see if they can watch people, so they can watch the people in the water to make sure that they are safe. Towers may be built to impress other people. Hundreds of years ago, a rich family in a small town of Italy built a tower on their house. Here it is. Other rich families soon built towers on their houses too. Taller and taller towers. In the end, there were 72 towers up to 177 feet tall in the small town. 14 of the towers are still there today. So this is a picture from today. And there's a couple of those towers that those people built so long ago.
Wow.
So they must have had a really good foundation when they built them. Towers may be built for protection. A long, long time ago, castles were built with tall lookout towers. During a war, soldiers or knights from the castle could hit their enemies with arrows or stones from the tall towers. So you see these tall towers up here, that's where they would usually stand, right there. And they could see their enemies coming from a long ways away. Are towers easy to build? Hundreds of years ago, towers were built of stone, with very thick walls at the bottom. The thick walls made the tower more stable. But buildings could not be very tall. To support a tall building, the walls would be so thick there would not be any space for rooms inside. So this is a cool experiment that you guys can work on this whole week. Build your own tower. So these friends are building their towers out of boxes. It says you'll need boxes and containers of different shapes and sizes. How tall can you build your tower before it falls? Make your own tower in different ways. So they've got some containers, and then they've got this tall little thing on the that's a paper towel roll. I bet you guys have some of those. Which tower would be the most stable or the hardest to knock down? So, what do you think? Would it be this one or this one? I noticed that there's some things around the bottom, and So you notice this at the bottom. The question is, so here's this tower, and then here's this tower with the things around it. Do you think that's going to make this tower more stable? What do you think? For today, I want you to try to make this tower. So it's just a paper towel roll with some straws taped to the bottom. See if you can make this tower today. We'll read the rest of the book tomorrow.